Hi everybody, welcome to a special episode of Fibretown, episode 16, Maryland Sheep and Wool. I'm Emily, Chain of Fools on Ravelry, Fibretown on Instagram. I apologize for the natural look, I'm just, what you see is what you get today. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about Maryland Sheep and Wool. I went yesterday with my husband and he took video and he's a wonderful video editor. I stink at this, but he just slapped together a really cool sort of little vignettes of the festival interspersed with some still shots, and all the music is his choice, so you might like some, you might not, but yeah, it was his vision of the festival. And I wanted to talk to you guys about basically what the special episode is going to be. Going to tell you what to look for in the video, then I'm going to show you the video, and then I'm going to talk about my acquisitions. That way we'll get all the sheep and wool stuff done today, and I'll talk to you about my knitting on my regular day, on Wednesday or Thursday. And I do have new knitting, exciting new knitting. So, you may not want to stick around for the stash part if you're, if you're feeling like, I don't want to see this gluttonous yarn person and everything she bought. But you might, because there is a giveaway that I'm going to talk about at the end. So, I'll talk about it at the very end. So if you want to skip over everything I bought, then that's fine, and just come back at the end, and I'll tell you about the giveaway. Yay! Are you guys ready? Okay, so the video, some things to look for in it. You're gonna see my friend Angie talks about her lunch. You're gonna see some of the sheep and wool princesses. You're gonna see Clara Parks. Some podcasters you might notice are Shiloh of Spin Control. Fiber Nymph is not in there, but I did see her. Froggy Monkey, I did see her, but she's not in the video. You will see Craft Stash Kim. She is there. Lala. Heartland Knits, Vicky. And let's see who else. Oh, Christy the Dyer from Shalimar. She's holding some yarn. You're also going to see me trying to spin on a great wheel, which I've always wanted to do. Now I want one. Huge. I don't have room for that. Lots of sheep, and my favorite sheep is in there too. It's a Manx Lofton, I think is how you pronounce it. It has 4 horns. It's really cool. Okay, what else? Oh, just really quickly, I met a few people there as well, and I wanted to say hey. The first is Marianne, Middle-Aged Pearl. A couple ladies from New Jersey that I met in the Shalimar tent. I'll talk about them more later. That's Lynn David and Helen Knit. Another, I think she's a viewer. She came up and talked to me. Her name was Betsy, I believe, and she had Quilt in her Ravelry name, but I don't remember. Hello to you. And I got to see Cece Carey and Arthella and some of their friends, and that was really exciting too. All right, so without further ado, here is our video representation of Maryland Sheep and Wool. I hope you enjoy. was your ethnic sausage today? Tell us about that.
It's awesome. Look, if I knew I was going to be on camera, I would have put on lipstick and lost 40 pounds
You look
this
beautiful.
morning. My ethnic sausage was fantastic. For 12 years, I've been eating ethnic sausage. And I'm not calling it ethnic sausage because that's my name for it. It's on a banner right down there. Ethnic sausage.
It's true.
Cheese fries with fake cheese and a bottle of water. And then right around 5 o'clock when you start getting peckish, you go get a funnel cake and you get your whole face in it. And you come up looking like a clown. It's the best thing in the world.
It's worth it.
Totally.
So you recommend the ethnic sausage?
Highly recommend the ethnic sausage.
Ethnic sausage.
Bratwurst in particular, with the onions and green pepper on it.
All right. You've heard it from Angie. She's a connoisseur of ethnic sausage.
My name is Chuck Stewart, I'm a canny gunman and a roving young fella I've been. So easy and free when you drink, and when me I'm a man you don't meet every day. I have acres of land, I have men at command, I have always a shilling to spare. So be easy and free when you drink, and when me I'm a man you don't meet every day. So come fill up your glasses of brandy and wine, whatever it costs I will pay. So be easy and free when you drink, and when me I'm a man you don't meet every day. Took out my dog, and him I did shoot up down in the county Kildare. So be easy and free when you drink, and when me I'm a man you don't meet every day. So come fill up your glasses of brandy and wine, whatever it costs I will pay. So be easy and free when you drink.
Hi.
Hi. Got the Wool Fashion Show behind us.
When you drink, and when me I'm a man you don't meet every day.
It'll go off to the side. Is this your wheel? It is. Alright, let me try one more time. Yeah. Okay, get out to the point. Start winding. Yeah, take it to the point.
I talked to people and I hung out with you. And I soaked it all up. All the sheepy and woolly goodness. Okay, so yay, we're back. I hope you liked that. You guys want to see what I got? Okay. I'm going to try to do this chronologically, but let me show you. Everything is in my giant IKEA bag, which is a great bag, and it also makes a really good waterproof seat if you fold it up and sit on it. Okay, I did not get to the festival as early as I had hoped. We had a detour and we took back roads, but the good news there is that we came in the back way and we missed the usual traffic backup that we get. Our GPS routed us through some back roads and so forth. So my husband dropped me off in the parking lot, went to park, and I was over a half mile. I just hightailed it as fast as my little gimpy foot would take me down to the main barn for my first stop, which was Into the World. I was on a mission for Silly Frou. I volunteered to score her a Captain Tight Pants bat. And when I got there, it was 15 minutes to 9. They weren't, technically the festival was still not open yet. It opens at 9. All the Captain Tight Pants bats were gone already. I know she had a lot because I saw all of them on Instagram. They were gone. So I said, "Oh, do you have any more?" And she said, "Oh, well, I do hold some back for Sunday." And I said, "Well, it's for Silly Frou." And she's like, "Okay, I'll hook you up." So thankfully, I was able to get Silly Frou her Captain Tight Pants bat. Pull it out. There you go. Indeed, there it is. It's gorgeous. It's out of Falkland. I hope it's okay I'm showing this, Wendy. You might have wanted to save it for your podcast, but, you know, I'm sure most people will see yours first. So I got that. I was super excited. I also got from Into the World, I apologize. I should take this all out. I got a bat as well. I got Serenity. And this is also on Falkland. And I wore my Zuzu's petals out of Into the World handspun. It was kind of fun. So Chris got to see that. And she's super nice. Amazing colors. Amazing. I really admire their operation. It's beautiful. I got this for my friend, Leanne. Sorry. Catskill Pines. This is actually a piney green. And it goes through a lighter green. It's not really showing up very well. And then into this lovely brown. So she really loves this kind of camo colors. That's for her. I got one as well. And we were sitting under trees, so I have a lot of tree sheddy stuff on them. I got Children of Time. This is lovely. And this is the Gloucester sock. And this is Pakoku. The difference is the Gloucester is 80-20 merino nylon, and the Pakoku is 75-25 merino nylon. Didn't even realize there were different bases. Oh, I also got some Rambouillet roving. Top. This is top. Rambouillet top in Arrakis. You know me and my Rambouillet. I love it. It's going to be fun to spin. So that's it for Into the World. That was my first stop. And 2 of those things were for other people. My second stop was also in the main barn. I got the big tub this year. Maple Cream, Justamere Tree Farm. You don't find this stuff around here. I think they're from New Hampshire or Maine. No, sorry, Massachusetts. It's amazing. I already had a spoonful. Okay, my third stop was Hobbledehoy. And I'll show you what I got. I got an art bat. This is Bear Island art bat. And what I love about these is that they are so different. When you open them up, it's a whole nother story from side to side. It's like 2 whole bats in one. This has superfine merino top, bamboo, viscose, tencel, faux cashmere, Firestar nylon, tussa silk, fine alpaca, Angelina, sari silk, silk noil, and baby BFL locks, and Polworth. It's everything but the kitchen sink. I also got some classic bats in the koi colorway. I love these. I spun some of these in a pinky white color and just did a garter stitch cowl out of them. They're lovely. This has superfine merino, faux cashmere, and tussa silk. Anything else? Oh. Beautiful orange and blue and greens. That was it for Hobbledehoy. She was there with her cute little baby boy strapped onto her. I really admire her business. Oh, and her mother was there, Marigold Jen. Let me show you what I got from her. But I think she has a really unique, Hobbledehoy has a really unique set of products. They're just unmistakably her. You look at them and you're like, that's a Hobbledehoy. This was my first Marigold Jen. Marigold Jen hand-dyed yarns, Jenny Porter. Isn't that beautiful? This is merino nylon cashmere, 435 yards, Ruby Falls, superwash. Beautiful tonal reds. All right, my next stop was fiber optic, and it was the first time I'd been in fiber optic where it wasn't absolutely like a rugby scrum. It was really nice. I had my eye on this gradient, chocolate to cherry, so I picked that one up. Yes, I did. The next one I got is another one. I had gone on her website and looked at her latest colors. This is Thunder and Lightning Gradient, and those are both merino silk. So lovely. I think my theme of Maryland Sheep and Wool this year was color, 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 color. Last year I bought a lot of natural colored, various sheep breeds, and this year I feel like I have 3 fleeces that I need to continue to process and knit. So I shied away a bit from that this year and concentrated on color. So speaking of color, this is a splurge, but I'm so excited about this. This is fiber optic, paint box gradient, cashmere yarn, superwash wool, cashmere nylon, 15 mini skeins, bitter lime to rose gradient, bitter lime to rose. She had some shawls knit out of these. They're stunning. And I said, well, it's Kimber Baldwin. And I got to talk to her a little bit since the booth wasn't too empty. And I said, well, what are people doing with these? And she said, well, do you know the Dream Bird? And I do know the Dream Bird. I think I've shown you guys before. It was something I'd been thinking about doing. I wasn't sure what yarn. Let me bring it up and show you. She says that people are doing the Dream Bird with this paint box gradients, and she has several different colorways, and using those colors as the feathers. Here it is. And then here's an example. Using those colors as the feathers against a neutral background, like a black or a gray. So that might be what I do with that. That's a really unique thing I was able to get. I'm super glad I got that. So I spent some money at fiber optic. Where did I go next? I should have gone to Reflections at Rocklands next, because by the time I got there later, they were all out of the Rambouillet I wanted. My hair's terrible. Super bummed about that, but the lady did give me her card and said she has more being processed right now. So I should check back later with her. But I just spun some of it and adored it. I've shown you guys, it's the 3-ply cream color. She said she sold out of it first thing in the morning. I don't remember them selling out last year, so word must have gotten out about how awesome it is. I believe I went to the Fold next. The Fold sells socks at Rock. And when I got there, the whole Diane, Leslie, Laura, S.O. Waters were all there. And they don't know who I am, but I was like, you know, I stalked them. I didn't say anything. But let me show you what I got. Socks that rock. My dream is to someday knit a sweater out of medium weight socks that rock. But I think it'll be a custom order. I just felt like I couldn't decide under all that pressure. And because the Fold booth was quite crammed with people. But it's not as bad as it has been in past years. I didn't wait in line that long to get in. Okay, I picked up a skein of heavyweight, the first I've ever tried, in the ciruela, which is Spanish for plum, colorway, and I think this will be a baby item. Lovely. And I also get to try out heavyweight. Maybe I want a sweater out of this instead of medium weight. We'll see. What else? Farmhouse. It's just lightweight. I love this one. Farmhouse. It's simultaneously like a rainbow or maybe like a beautiful, colorful rooster. And then I got 2 others, but one is a gift for a friend. I'm going to let her choose which one she wants. She has her choice of Kapow Patina, which is really, really nice. I would love either of these that I'm going to show you. And Hobbit Garden. I love the colors, but I also love the name. So she gets to choose. I think she's going to choose this one, but we'll see. Okie doke. And do you remember, you all watch Knittables, right? Pretty sure you do. Remember that scarf that Diane wove for Lala? It's out of Socks at Rock Lightweight, and it's amazing. Well, when I was at the podcaster meetup, I saw Brittany and Dana from Just One More Row there as well. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. But one of their friends, Dana and one of somebody else, I didn't catch her name, I said, well, they were weavers. I said, how do you do that thing that Diane did? And they told me how you warp the loom. You basically have to find the color repeat, and as you're warping, you make sure that the color repeats match up coming and going, if that makes sense. It made total sense to me when they explained it. So as soon as I get a better loom, hopefully in a month or 2 or 3, then I will try that out. And they're beautiful scarves. And maybe I'll use one of these Socks at Rocks skeins for that. Let's see, after the Fold, I found my husband again and had my lunch, and I always pack my lunch at Sheep and Wool, so I don't like to stand in the lines. And tell you the truth, I don't adore the food there either. Something about eating lamb when there's little lambs and sheep all around doesn't do it for me. So I had gone the day before to Chipotle, gotten my Sheep and Wool burrito. So I had that with me. I snacked on that and a cucumber, and we had some Belgian chocolates, and it was lovely. So I just spent some time chilling in the chair, resting my foot. I iced it with the ice pack that I had taken in my lunch. Recovered a bit, just sort of watched what was going on. Somebody was chilling out with their Angora rabbit in the grass, like you do at Sheep and Wool. And I decided after I had my lunch and before the podcaster meetup at 1 o'clock that I would try to go to All About Yarn. All About Yarn is a yarn store that carries Shalimar. And they also have deals on other sort of mainstream yarns. really good deals. And they do crowd control, unlike a lot of vendors at Maryland Sheep and Wool, which means that they have a line form outside their tent, and it's like a bouncer. It's a yarn bouncer. The lady's like, there's a line, get in it, because people try to get in, they don't realize that there's a line. And then as people leave the tent, she lets new people in. So I finally got into the All About Yarn tent, and I got some Shalimar. And to be specific, I got Shalimar Breathless. It is a merino cashmere silk. Look at that. 270 yards. This will become something shawlette-ish for me. I love it. It's so squishy, soft, and nice. This has been on my to-have list for probably 2 years. The dyer's name is Christy. And I got to meet Christy. She's super nice. I took a picture of her holding this, as well as holding this other skein of Breathless in the Loden colorway. Where's the Loden? Merino cashmere silk as well. And I met 2 ladies in this tent from New Jersey who were clearly on a mission to get Breathless. And one of them said, ooh, I want to try on that. Can I try on the sample sweater? And Christy got it down for them. And she had it on and she was like, I need to see how I look in it. How does it look? So I volunteered to take a picture with my phone and then show her. And I kind of turned into the stylist because I did this for somebody else too. And so I have pictures of 2, strangers that I met, and they were trying on sweaters, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't catch one of their names, but the other 2 were Lynn David and Helen Knit, and they are from New Jersey. So it was really fun meeting them, and they've already said hi on Ravelry, so hello. I hope your Shalimar knitting is awesome. Lynn David was wearing a beautiful sweater. I can't remember what it was, but we started talking about Carol Sunday's patterns, and Lynn had knit one before, or at least one. And I didn't know that Carol Sunday makes her own yarn, but Lynn said that she had tried it before, and it's really nice. All right. So after All About Yarn, it's time for the podcaster meetup. I told you guys a little bit about it already. I took those Belgian chocolates with me and tried to pawn them off on people. Some people tried them, liked them. So yeah, it was interesting. I took my friend Angie with me because she's just, she's like an expert talker. And even though I have a podcast, I am not. But Angie is awesome, and she's my fiber enabler. And she bought a tapestry loom. So she does a lot of fiber arts with her students who are like K through 3. She's doing amazing things with them. So they are going to be doing tapestry weaving. She says she comes into school every day and there are 2 or 3 little girls going, I think I dropped a stitch, holding their knitting. Be an awesome job, wouldn't it? Fiber arts teacher for children. I should show you the fiber arts thing I got for my kids. Nice segue, right? I went to the Spanish Peacock. I didn't buy any spindles. I have a Tibetan spindle from them. I bought a lucette. I've wanted one of their lucettes for a while. I think the Spanish Peacock people are really awesome. They're a couple. So have you ever used one of these? This is also called like a Viking knitting fork. And it's really good for making cords. You have your cord coming out of here. Now, my tension's terrible. This is the first time I've done this. See, it's too tight. I need to work on it. But I have some 3 Irish Girls leftovers on here. And basically, it's super easy to set up. And once you get it set up, you take this, you take this yarn, you wrap it around here. You take this up and over. See? And then you flip it around. Flip it around. Do the same on the other side. And you can see this on YouTube, and you just get going. You can make shoelaces. You can make drawstrings for bags. I think that's a great use of it. Get your kids to do it. So yeah, you just play around with attention. What else could you use this for? Bracelets, friendship bracelets. This is a great kids craft. But so far my kids looked at it and they're like, oh, well, it's nice. So mommy will get to play with it till they get interested. Yeah. It's a lucette. Sorry. It's a nice square cord. This stuff, the first stuff I did, where is it? Right there at the beginning. It's pretty well done. Let me hold it for you. See that? It's very sturdy, square cording. So that was a lot of fun. I also picked up a Lolo bar, small one, cucumber melon. What is it with me and these like hand cream bars lately? This one is much more oily than the Lavishay bars, but I think it's a lot easier to use. You have to warm up the Lavishay quite a bit. So that's really nice. I've been hearing about those on the Barmaids. That is from Barmaids. I've been hearing about the Lolo bar from the Knit Girls for forever, so I was excited to see those. I'd never seen them before at Maryland. If you made a donation to the festival, you got to get a nice little sheep and wool button. So I picked up one of those, 40 like me. I went to the Clover Hill yarn shop next. And I did not see this purchase coming at all. Oops. I stayed within my budget. But you know. So, you all know the Tarte colorway of Madeline Tosh, right? I've never been able to get my hands on that. It's another fantasy thing. But this is not bad. Cephalopod yarns. Clover Hill had cephalopod. The Verdant, I have 3. This is their Traveler base, which is DK. Isn't it beautiful? Doesn't it remind you of Tarte? Don't know what this will become. There are 280 yards per skein. So I could make myself something simple and short-ish with that much. That's almost 800 yards? 800-ish, a little bit less. You can always make a liesel. That only takes about 600 yards of a worsted or DK weight. That's by Isolde Teague. I've made one of those before. I've made 2 actually. I made one for my daughter. I think this is beautiful. This is the, here is the colorway, Maison du Peuple, House of the People, in French. And feeling a little guilty about this purchase, but I was still within budget. Told you, if you're going to be a hater on all of my stash buying, just skip this part. I don't want to hear about it. You're not going to be a hater though, right? Okay. The soap I get every year is by Rose Spring Farm. Goat's Milk soap in the black raspberry vanilla colorway. It's mild and lovely. I get 4 of these. And all my yarn smells like this soap. My last purchase was, actually my last purchase was a broom I bought for my friend. She had been coveting my handmade broom for a couple of years, so I bought her one this year. Well, she gave me the funds, and I picked it up for her because she is about to have a baby, so she didn't want to come. I got 2 things at Loop. I got this bullseye bump, which coordinates with another bullseye bump I have. So I'm going to spin the 2 together, or apply them together. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun. This is called Sweet Pea. And it's 4.5 ounces, and it has no sparkle, which is just fine by me. It has just merino, shockingly. There's nothing else in there. I did not plan to buy any spontaneous spinning cloud, but I got some. Let me take this out of the bag. This, she has just bags and bags full of different colors of spontaneous spinning cloud, and you buy it by the ounce. This is the Precious Metals colorway. It does have sparkle. I love these kind of neutrals together. This kind of like river stony colors. This is 2 ounces. I don't know what it'll be, but it is truly a cloud. Is that it? Is that enough? Was it as epic as you thought it was going to be? Or are you disappointed? I came home with $10 out of my budget. So let the savings commence for next year. It was fun. I got everything I wanted except that Rambouillet, but hopefully I can get that later. So I will see you guys again on Wednesday. Oh, no, hang on. This is the giveaway. I showed you what I'm going to do if it's a giveaway. You know, I like choice. That whole Medicel giveaway, I gave you guys a choice. Did you go over to their group and enter their latest giveaway? If it's not over, you should go over and do that. All right. I would be willing to part with something for you guys because I want to say thank you for hanging with me, for checking in with me every week. And as a thank you, I have these 2. This is the Marigold Jen, and this is the Breathless in Loden. You will win, somebody will win one of them. Not both, but one of them. So here's what you have to do. I would love to get some more star ratings and reviews on iTunes. Oh, I don't know if this could be a problem for people who don't have iTunes. I didn't think of this. Okay, well here's the idea, and we'll deal with the potential problems later. Go onto iTunes and leave me either a star rating or a review. Then tell me that you did so by private, I'll open a thread. In the thread, if you left me a star rating, tell me that you did it and tell me which one you like best. Okay? So if you leave me a star rating, you get to leave 1 entry in the thread. If you give me a star rating and a review, then you get to put 2 entries into the thread. So you get 2 chances to win. So tell me star rating and or review, or just star rating, and then which is your preference. Feel free to tell your friends. I'm just trying to get on the map in iTunes, basically. So yeah, does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, I'll write it all out in the thread, so it does. And let me know if there's a problem with you getting on iTunes and doing this. Let me know and we'll work something out. Okay, this is the longest I've ever gone. But I will see you guys on Wednesday. I hope you have a fabulous time till then. No, I did not get to go back to Sheep and Wool today as I had planned. And, you know, the family wasn't feeling well, so here I am. It's okay. It only comes once a year. I only had $10 left, so probably would have driven me crazy, but it was as wonderful as always. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Take care. Talk to you later.